Hey, how's it going YouTube? And welcome to a different sort of Pixelmon video today. Today we're going to be doing a build showcase showing off the Pixelmon Tournament Season 3 Stadium. Now, real quick, I've actually never done a video like this, so how this is going to work is I'm just going to show you guys all around the stadium, explain different design choices and why we did things the way we did it, just show the entire build. And, I mean, that's going to be pretty much it. Pixelmon Tournament is my most popular, most successful series here on the channel. And so I don't spoil my team for, you know, the third video that's coming out. You guys will see my starter, which has just been talked about either in my live streams or even just a little bit on my YouTube community page. So, yeah, you guys are gonna see that. Also, a quick note is that the Pixelmon Tournament Season 3 is going to be live streamed, all the matches, everything on my Twitch channel. Link in the description down below at twitch.tv/exposure22gaming. I'm going to be streaming all the matches, so, you know, you can see all the battles live, and hopefully I can get another win on a tournament. You know, we'll see what happens, but yeah, I do want to promote that. Alright, without further ado, let's just get right into the video so I can show you guys the stadium. So real quick, I've went ahead, hopped in creative, and I'm just going to show off. You know, here's like an outer view of everything we got going on here. But one cool thing to note is, you know, I've been promoting this on Reddit and on the official Pixelmon Discord. Yeah, this is all on a floating island. It's just above an ocean. There's like a mountains biome over there. But yeah, this is all on a floating island. There's some missing blocks, but you'll understand more later. But yeah, so this is all on a cool floating island, and we kind of did this because the next season stadium is going to be underground. And while we did do a sky stadium for season 2 in that dome, we wanted something that was more open to commemorate the legendary birds Ho-Oh and Lugia, and just kind of have something different style than the closed off dome. So we'll start off here. So you fly to the, you know, this floating island, and you land at this helipad, same design as we had at the stadium in season 2, and then you walk forward. There's some signs to enable particle effects for a cool event that happens at the Contenders Hall. So if you look to the left, there is the Hall of Fame, and if you look to the right, there is the Contenders Hall. Real fast, we'll just go ahead and look through the Hall of Fame. So this is the top 3 trainers of every season. So we have, you know, their head, and then the block representing what place they're in, as well as this sort of medal, and then their team surrounding it that they use in that season. So this is Lucia's 3rd place team in season 1, Hayden's 2nd place team in season 1, and then my 1st place team in season 1. And notice how the pillars change. Each pillar represents a season. So season 1 was called Origin, Pixelmon Tournament Origins. So the, you know, just kind of normal temple, the normal temple pillars are just kind of used to represent that. But in season 2, it was called Pixelmon Tournament Red, Blue, Green, and Yellow. So we just used these blocks here to represent that. And we got Hayden in 3rd place here, me in 2nd place, and of course the season 2 champion Balak here. And then a cool design that Benny did was we made the pillars for season 2, as well as the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place, sort of like, you know, podium type thing. However, vines are covering it, as it's kind of like, oh, to be seen, to be revealed. And then, of course, a teaser for Season 4, Ruby and Sapphire, with some, you know, ruins here and the blocks. And then an old man saying, like, you know, he's looking forward to seeing what happens next. So, yeah, that's the Hall of Fame right there that you can see Season 1 and 2's previous top 3. And then the Contenders Hall, we have the Johto starters, because it is Pixelmon Season 3 Gold and Silver. So we use the Johto starters plus Ampharos here as kind of like mascots welcoming you. And what Contenders Hall is that players that are in the tournament pick one Pokemon that they are using on their team to show off. And then they get to use any block that they want under their head. So, for example, you know, here we got me with my starter, Miss Toothy, the shiny Skeledirge. See how I'm showing her off in this item frame here, and then I picked my block to match her. But players can pick any block, and I can just do like a quick sweep around so you can get an idea of some of the Pokemon that you guys will be seeing in Pixelmon Tournament Season 3. You know, we got Kyogre, Darkrai, Shuckle, Lopunny, Groudon. Just some really awesome Pokemon here, and then on the other side, of course, we have even more just really unique Pokemon and just some cool shinies too. But yeah, Also, this is color-coded. Now, what that means is that, so we have signs here at the end. So, Season 3 player is represented by the orange flames here. And then the top 5 of Season 2 are represented. So, we got like Thai at 4th place, Benny at 5th place, and then Hayden at 3rd place here. And you might be wondering where the next 2 are. Well, the winner of Season 2 has a green flame. So, that would be Balak right here. And then, if you've won a past season, you get this cool Pixelmon, like, dark red, like, pink type flame right here. And the cool effect that's going to happen is that in the tournament, when a player gets eliminated, lightning will strike their podium and extinguish the flame, and a particle effect happens. So, really cool stuff. Lily actually set all that up. And then, of course, moving on, we got, 2 PCs, 2 trade machines in case, anyone in the tournament needs to do some last-minute trading or PC access. We got 2 healers here with the Nurse Joys, as well as, chests here that'll be filled up with food. But now, we're getting into the actual arena. And, yeah, it looks amazing. So, we got, Benny actually had the idea to put some of the, white and gold leaf trees here. The silver and gold trees, as we call it. And I absolutely love it. It really gives just like a complete island feel. On Ho-Oh's side, the gold side, the flowers are the red and yellow to represent Ho-Oh. But on this side, the flowers are white and blue to represent Lugia's side, the silver side. And you might be wondering why certain Pokemon are actually surrounding the stadium here. And let me explain that. So, in the official private Pixelmon Tournament Discord that only trainers that are in the tournament have access to, it's a normal Discord server with like announcements, the rules, updates, prizes, roadmap for future seasons, as well as just like your general chats and stuff like that. The register to get into the server, strategy discussion, winner prediction, all this cool stuff. There's also this section here called Hall of Fame, and there's 3 channels in here: the Hall of Fame, Poke Hall of Fame, and Sweep Records. Sweep Records is just record of every sweep that's ever happened in Pixelmon Tournament. But Hall of Fame and Poke Hall of Fame are the real interesting parts, as Hall of Fame is basically players who place top 3 in the tournaments earn their name officially in the Hall of Fame. So you can see the Season 1 top 3. We have the image here of me, Hayden, and Lucia with our full teams here. So it says, first Mitch with my whole entire team, second Hayden with their team, and then, third Lucy with her team. Then there is the Season 2 top 3, which has, Balak and his entire, championship team right here. And even the different, shiny for it, right? Because, Balak had the shiny Jumpluff. And then, of course, for me there with my shiny Venusaur and everything. And then Hayden going in with the shiny Charizard and their full team. So this gets updated with every season. As you can see, it's been a while since this has been updated because it's been a while since, Season 2 happened. However, once Season 3 happens and we have the top 3, there'll be an image, and then Season 3 top 3. So that's where the Hall of Fame comes in. But the Poke Hall of Fame is honestly my favorite part of the entire Hall of Fame. As cool as it is getting entered into the Hall of Fame, this is just like creative. So what the Poke Hall of Fame is at the end of every tournament, there's a survey sent out to all the trainers that were in the tournament to list their top 3 favorite Pokemon, or what they think are the best Pokemon from the tournament. So they just submit 3 Pokemon that they vote for, and then the 3 with the most submissions and votes have earned their place to be here with their entire moveset, EV spread, and just kind of like accomplishments or a description of why they earned their spot. So, like, for example here, Poke Hall of Fame entry 1 was actually Spooky Zekrom because it had an insane highlight in Season 1 where it KO'd 5 of Hayden's Pokemon without a single Dragon Dance boost and almost swept Hayden, so it just got the most votes. I actually voted for it myself. But then we got, like, Hayden's Kyogre for just being consistent. People voted for my Necrozma Duskmane in Season 1 for being consistent, and there really is supposed to only be 3 Pokemon per season. However, funny enough, both seasons have actually had a tie, so we've just put both of them in the Poke Hall of Fame, because if they tie, they both deserve to be in it. But what's cool about this, we got Lucy's Arceus Steel, we got my Calyrex in Season 2, as well as Balak's Shiny Jumpluff, and then Benny's Fairy Arceus, and then Wayne's Zapdos. But what's cool about this is that in Season 3, if you're in any of the streamers' live streams, I'm going to promote mine here, of course, But if you're in my live stream watching the tournament and you're there after the tournament's over and we do, you know, the championship match and stuff like that, people in the chat will actually get to vote for their own Hall of Fame submission. It's no longer going to be restricted to just trainers in the tournament. Anyone in any of the live streams will actually have a opportunity and chance to vote for their own top 3 Pokemon of the tournament. So I highly recommend you follow me on Twitch and just follow the entire tournament. That way, like I said, after you watch the tournament, you can vote for your top 3 Pokemon of it and just kind of get a say in it. It's just cool to join in on the fun, but highly recommend you guys join that. Now, the reason why I had to go and explain all that is because that's what these statues are right here. So, Fragged actually built these, and it just has, you know, signs behind them explaining the Pokemon, the trainer, and then, like, this statue commemorates Poke Hall of Fame entry and whatever number it is. So, we got, you know, the Zekrom, the Kyogre, the Duskmane, and then the Arceus, and then over on the other side, we have the Season 2 ones with, you know, my Calyrex, Balex, Shiny Jumpluff, Benny's Fairy Arceus, and of course Wayne's Zapdos. So that's what these statues represent as kind of homage to our own tournament and Pokemon that have gotten voted on a lot. But the actual stadium itself is here. It is divided into the gold side and the silver side, obviously because Pokemon Season 3 Gold and Silver. Each trainer has like this little like podium that they're on, and you know, they'll throw their Pokemon in the center, they'll battle it out. Of course, wild Pokemon will be cleared on tournament day, but they'll battle it out here. And then since battles are best 2 out of 3, you know, let's say me and Hayden start a battle, I win the first battle of our set, we both go in here, and each little podium stand type thing here has a healer, and then we go into the next battle. And of course, you know, the gold side you stand on the silver, and the silver side you stand on the gold. Just kind of like a cool little mix up here. But now moving on past the stadium, of course, we have now, I actually built these myself. Fragged helped me with this tower, and then Lily helped me with the burn tower. But we got the Ho-Oh's brass tower, and then Lugia's burn tower. Basically, the lore on this in Pokemon is that both of these towers were standing, and Lugia and Ho-Oh would both come and just roost and rest on each of their respective towers. However, one night there was a terrible lightning storm that actually struck Lugia's tower and caught it on fire. Lugia tried extinguishing the flames, however, accidentally was spreading the flames, and then Lugia just, you know, fled in, I guess, fear, or, you know, maybe guilt, or just, I don't really know, but Lugia fled and lives in the deep sea now after his tower burned. But then Ho-Oh, seeing Lugia's tower burning and knowing that 3 dogs, which is theorized by Pokemon fans to be Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon, Ho-Oh resurrected them into the legendary beasts. So you have the brass tower and the burn tower, and these are just like miniature versions from the Johto game. So if you've played Gold, Silver, Crystal, or Heart Gold and Soul Silver, then you recognize these towers. Again, these are just miniature versions, but I made them as close to the games as possible. And there's even cool details, like in the burn tower, I actually did put the like little underground part where you meet the legendary beasts in the games, and of course like the hole that strikes through the entire tower. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the towers. You can go inside and climb all the way to the top of even Ho-Oh's tower if you really wanted to. But you know, we did that because again, gold and silver obviously, and of course, you know, we got the Ho-Oh tower on the gold side, the Lugia burn tower on the silver side. And once the tournament's done and we're making our way to the podiums to announce the top 3 of Season 3, you will pass, you know, there's this crystal path, which, you know, homage to Pokemon Crystal, and you will pass the legendary beasts and the legendary bird statues, as well as Ho-Oh and Lugia. And something I do want to explain real quick, because someone on the Pixelmon server support was kind of asking me about the decision behind why the beasts are on Ho-Oh's side and the birds are on Lugia's side. I know it makes sense for the beasts to be more on the burned tower side because they were resurrected from there. However, the reason we put them on the Ho-Oh side was because Ho-Oh resurrected them, so they have more of an allegiance towards Ho-Oh, whereas Lugia, oftentimes in Pokemon media, like the anime, movie, and even some other Pokemon lore bits, Lugia is just kind of known as the keeper or leader of the legendary bird trio, so we felt that their allegiance would be more with Lugia. But that's just an explanation there, but you could totally, like, swap them if you wanted. But anyway, when the top 3 are announced, we will walk to the podium after, you know, the Ho-Oh and Lugia statues. And this is the podium right here. We got the 3rd place, 2nd place, and 1st place, of course. And we aimed it with this little clearing. We didn't plant any trees. That way, wherever you stand on the podium, the sunrise will be right behind you for just a really awesome angle view, and just this scenery right here is just phenomenal for announcing the winners. And we've done something similar like this in the previous 2 seasons, and I definitely think that this is the best one out of the, you know, seasons that we've done, but that's why we did that. So yeah, that's pretty much the stadium, you know, with the gold and silver forest surrounding the entire island, the arena in the middle, podium, and the towers, of course, with statues. But there's actually a cool little underground Easter egg for Season 4. There is a red and blue flower here, which if you go down, the island is actually hollow from, you know, where we got it. And in this hollow island, if you go parkour your way down to the bottom, there actually is a boss battle for both Archie and Maxie, with competitive teams with Groudon and Kyogre respectively. And this is just kind of a teaser for Season 4 because the stadium for that season will be underground and will just... it'll be awesome, but, you know, that's in the future. We still got to get through, you know, Season 3, which is coming to an end, the tournament being soon. But yeah, that's pretty much the stadium. Now I'm going to play just some cool shots of the stadium in shaders provided by Benny and Frag. But I do just want to say special thanks to both Benny and Frag for just doing a lot and helping me out building the stadium, as well as Lily, Lucy, and Wayne for doing their own bits for building on the stadium as well. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm really happy with this build, and I plan to do way more build showcases for all future Pixelmon Tournament arenas that we do, as well as maybe some other cool builds that we potentially do in the future. But yeah, link in the description for my Twitch channel because the tournament will be streamed. When this video goes up, the bracket's actually getting revealed. It'll probably be posted on my Twitter, and it'll be revealed to the Pixelmon players, which, you know, I'm a little anxious for, but I'm really excited. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And I mean, if you can't make it to the Pixelmon Tournament live streams, you guys already know that I will make a video on it, and it'll be the 3rd video in the Pixelmon Tournament series. And honestly, I just want to take a minute to say thanks for the support on those videos. I still get comments on those videos or DMs about them, and it really means a lot. I know the Season 1 video is pretty outdated now, and, you know, looking back, I know I could have done it better, but I'm still proud of that video for what it started. And of course, the Season 2 video, in my opinion, is probably one of the best videos I've ever made. I'm just super proud with that, and I plan on making this one a lot better than both of those videos, but I highly recommend checking those out if you haven't already. And be prepared for the 3rd Pixelmon season, where hopefully I will be able to get another win here. And teasing my team a little bit, I got my starter, Miss Toothy, with me. And, you know, hopefully we'll be able to get another tournament win. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know your favorite part of the stadium. And yeah, enjoy these shots of the stadium with shaders. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.